Dread it. Run from it. Destiny's still alive.
Road to Lombardi has begun anew! Road to Lombardi is finally back. It has made a few appearances, has had a few stints in this channel's history, but it has never been fully embraced, fully dove into, fully committed to. So, officially now, every single Sunday, you can be expecting this series, okay? So, wake up early, watch this video, and then go ahead and segue into a freaking Sunday afternoon of absolute mayhem, watching the NFL either tilt you or make you happy, depending on who your team is. So, we're basically going to be starting out as your run-of-the-mill trash can of a franchise, okay? Like, per se, I guess the Buccaneers for the past decade until we got Tom Brady. Thank the heavens Tom Brady left the Patriots and came to basically make me rethink my existence, because ever since he's been in the league I've hated him because he won so much, but now that he's finally brought me a championship down here in Tampa Bay, I can't help but love him. And now when he leaves again, we're gonna be we're gonna be dog water for another decade once he leaves, once he retires. Probably this year. Hopefully one day we can be a Patriots-like dynasty and go ahead and win like 10 rings. Our quarterback, we might have a few different stints, but hey, maybe it might be Tom Brady. Maybe that's who your quarterback is gonna be. I don't know. But the salary cap in the NFL is a messy thing.
You can't keep getting away with it.
Doesn't really make sense. Like, there seems to be no real structure of a salary cap because you can just like spend senseless like the Rams did. But our coins are gonna be acting as our salary cap, starting out this episode, this series, this season with only 250k to go ahead and compile a team out of those coins. But as we do good throughout the series, our team is gonna keep on improving and getting better, hopefully. But as we play well, our team will improve with our salary cap increasing. But hey, if we play like our salary cap is gonna plummet, and our team is gonna get worse and worse and worse. Just depression if we don't win anything. So we gotta win.
We are screwed.
And with the salary cap, it's going to be increasing as we reach milestones, such as each win that we get is going to be 7.5k coins, each 300 plus yard passing game we have is going to be 10k, 100 plus rushing yards or receiving yards with one player is going to be 10k as well, and then each takeaway is going to be 5k, each shutout is going to be 25k, each defensive TD that we get is going to be 20k, and then each punt return or kick return TD that we get is going to be 25k as well. Now, if we happen to get some bombs throughout the seasons, a 50 plus yard TD is going to be a whopping 15k, and a 75 plus yard TD is going to be 20k if we go ahead and pull a Lamar Jackson and run for like a freaking 80-yard touchdown scamper. Now, a 2-score win is 15k, 40 plus points scored in one game is going to be a whopping 30k coins, a user lurk, each one that we get is going to be 8k coins, okay? Each rage quit is going to be an additional 5k, each undefeated season is gonna be 35k, each playoff berth is gonna be 20k added to the bank, and then each playoff win, instead of it being only 7.5k coins, it's gonna go up to 10k coins per playoff win. A Super Bowl berth is 40k, a Super Bowl win is gonna be 100k, and then each overtime win is gonna be 15k. Now, our salary cap can also go down and we can be hurt as well. Let's say if we lose, we're gonna lose 5k coins. Each turnover is minus 10k. Each time we don't make the playoffs in a season is gonna be minus 15k from the salary cap. If we go on a 4 or more game losing streak every single cycle with that's gonna be us losing 25k coins. Each time we get shut out, we lose 20k. Each time we allow more than 28 points in the game is gonna be a loss of 15k. And if we go 0-4 in a season, we're gonna lose 50k. That's a lot of coins. That's basically us making a Super Bowl. Like, think of that. If we make a Super Bowl, then go on to go ahead and lose 5 games in a row in a season, that Super Bowl that we just earned was for nothing. Those coins are gone. If we allow 300 plus yards of offense, that's us losing 20k. No touchdowns in a game is going to be minus 10k. If we miss a field goal, each one is 15k of a loss. Then each allowed kick return or punt return TD is losing a 30k. Each sack that we allow is going to be 5k coins. Each negative play is 5k coins. Now, this is all just the building blocks. We can always change it as well if y'all have any other ideas for anything that we can have to give us like milestones to go ahead and add to the salary cap, or things that decrease the salary cap. Just let me know down in the comments. But additionally to the salary cap, we have a currency in this series called Dynasty Points. Now, how Dynasty Points works think of it as like the growing of the popularity of your team, okay? As our dynasty points increase, we're gonna near ever closer to the dynasty wheel. Now, the dynasty wheel is not officially made yet, but in the future, once we get to that point, it will be. Now, the first option on the dynasty wheel, blast from the past. We bring a legend out of retirement, and he's on our team forever. Only that specific overall, okay? Once he gets a new card, we can't get him yet. We gotta land on this again, or go ahead and do some other things that we'll find out in the future. An any player jackpot, a random team jackpot, 250k jackpot, spending spree added to the salary cap. Once we get to those 10 dynasty points and we go ahead and get our wheel, you'll see it then. But a few ways we can earn dynasty points: an undefeated season, and that'll give us 2 dynasty points. A playoff berth is worth 1. Every single 20 wins that we get, every single shutout is 2. If we get 4 more team sacks, that's gonna be 1 dynasty point. And then a Super Bowl win is 4. A user lurk is 1. An OT win is 1. 5+ TDs in 1 game is gonna be 1. And that's just a few of them. Now, we are gonna be getting a few players right off the bat that does not affect their salary cap at all. One of the players to start out with is gonna be our team captains. The way we get our team captain is by spinning the team wheel, okay? We get a team captain on offense and defense from 2 different teams. It can be any overall. It can be a 87, 88, 89, 90, whichever I feel. But the catch is, this team captain is going to cost me 10k coins per season we go through. So every time we go through an off season, that's going to be 10 coins that I lose from my salary cap. And with our team captains going up 10k each season, we can replace them and get someone new, either by respinning the team wheel or by getting a same player from that same team. It costs 50k to start to go ahead and change your team captain, and each off season, like I said, is 10k, so with each season he goes up, so from 50 to 60k, then 60 to 70, and so on and so forth. Do the math. I'm kind of dumb. And also, if we do happen to miss the playoffs this season, which might happen,
I mean, you're not wrong.
we gotta go ahead and spin a wheel to decide whether or not our team captain, a crucial part of our team, leaves or stays. Now it's time to decide what team our captain is gonna be coming from. I'm just praying it's not like the Jaguars. Give me the Ravens, honestly. Our first team is gonna be the Raiders. And also, a big wrinkle that I did miss: all the players that we go ahead and buy with a salary cap and our team captains and all this can only be active players. The only way we can go ahead and get a legend or something like that is by getting them off the dynasty wheel, the Lombardi wheel, which we'll get to later, or by something else in the offseason. We'll get to that in a second. And our team captains have to be playing for that team that we land on right now, so we can't go ahead and pick like Khalil Mack for the Raiders right now. But our second team captain is going to be coming from the Jets. Oh, what the? Who's on the Jets? Joe Flacco? I don't want him. Jets could be kind of interesting. They do have a player on offense and defense that I can potentially get. And also, our team is going to be starting at a base gold overall. All 70s across the board, so it's not going to be fun. But our team captains right now, both young bucks, both newcomers into the NFL, into the league. Sauce Gardner on the offense, as well as Mr. Stephon Moehrig at free safety on the defensive side. Now, there is something we can do. Sauce Gardner does have an all-streaker or whatever it's called in the Gridiron Guardian program. So he does have a cornerback card and a receiver card. So once I'm able to, I'm going to go ahead and get his cornerback card as well and have him in our secondary. Maybe the Jets wasn't a bad pick. Now, with the team captains out of the way, we go on to our power-up player. Now, this power-up player can be any active player in the NFL, but the catch is, we can pick any position in our lineup, okay, on our team. And as we play good throughout the year by acquiring wins, let's say like 10 wins is the first overall increase, and as the overalls go up, completing each milestone gets harder as well. And just like our team captains, our power players will have a 10k cap hit each time we go into the offseason. And it's going to cost us 50k to go ahead and change that power player's position. Let's say we got an 85 right now at receiver for our power player, and then at that point we want to say, okay, you know what, I'm really hurting on the defense. I need a outside linebacker. It's going to cost me 50k to go ahead and replace him. And our power up position is going to be cornerback, none other than Patrick Peterson, the future Hall of Famer. He might have lost a step or 5 or 10. He's still at it though. He's still my father.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
And the final focal point of our team to begin is gonna be our rookie for this season, alright? And each offseason, we can add another rookie to our team, but if we decide not to, we do get 20k in coins. Like, we trade away our first round pick, I guess. But right now, to begin this season, our rookie is gonna be a breakout candidate possibly in the coming weeks. Probably best catch of the year already. George Pickens right here at our wide receiver 2. Now, he's only a 75. And because there is no power up this year, the way we go ahead and do our power up players and our rookies or in our draft picks and everything is different. So how is it going to work with our rookies, right? Let's say the first upgrade will be to go ahead and get 2 catches with George Pickens. Now, sadly, that'll mean that George Pickens does leave the team, but we go up 1 overall to a 76, and as we acquire milestones with our rookies, they go up in overall as well. And like I said, each offseason as well, we can add on more rookies, or decide not to and just take the coins for that season and add them to our salary cap to go ahead and use them to buy more players. Because, you know, rookies, more times than not, they don't pan out. And now, probably the most crucial part of the series. One of them. The off season. Now, we can do a few things in the off season. Starting with our salary cap. Our salary cap will be going up 10k each season, with it being at a 50k minimum the entire year. Now, our off-season salary cap increases can go up or down depending on how you play in our seasons. So let's say we go ahead and make the playoffs in that season going into the off-season. That'll be 10k added onto the salary cap, so instead of it being 30k the first time around, it will be 40k. And then let's say a Super Bowl appearance, right? We go ahead and make the Super Bowl. That'll be 20k on top of the 10k, so that'll make it 60k for our off-season cycle that we get right off the bat in the off-season. Or if we get 10 plus TDs, if we get 10 plus TDs in the regular season, that'll be 20k added on. So if we go ahead and make the playoffs, get 10 plus TDs, and make the Super Bowl but lose, that'll be a total 80k. And let's say this is in our second season, it'll be 90k, 100k, 110k, depending on how we do. But our salary cap in the offseason can also go down as well in each cycle. Let's say we miss the playoffs. We lose 10k from our 30k offseason. I guess our off-season bonus, we can call it, alright?
Where's my money? You gonna give me my money? Where's my money, man?
Or if we lose 2 games in a row, we lose 20k. If we have more than 8 turnovers in the regular season, that'll be a whopping, 15k. Bye-bye. Just burnt to ash. Now, let's say we miss the playoffs and have more than 8 turnovers in the regular season, in that season. Out of a 30k off-season bonus, we will have a whopping 5k left over after a 15k and a 10k bonus hit. But as well in the off-season, we got a few other things as well that will be happening. Or a Super Bowl win, if we do win, we get a Lombardi wheel. That's not built yet, but once that happens, in episode 1 of the next season, we will be seeing the Lombardi wheel at the beginning and all the off-season stuff transpire. But a few other things we can do. We can have a huge free agent signing of any active player in the NFL. Now the catch is their overall, at least in the first offseason, is only going to be starting out at an 85. With each offseason, their overall is going to be going up. So next offseason, after this upcoming one, will be 86, then 87, then 88, 89, so on and so forth. Or like a decent overall at the time, like middle of the pack overall. And we must make the playoffs to keep that free agent signing. We also have the ability to trade players instead of buying them on the auction house. So like, let's say like we have 2 players that are kind of valuable but we don't need, right? Instead of selling them off, we can go ahead and trade them. Let's say 1 for 1 that equal the same price, or trade 2 players for 1 player that equals the same amount of price. Let's say we go ahead and trade a 20k card and a 10k card for a 30k card. Cool. Or we can trade for the same overall. But that is basically everything that you gotta know about the series, alright?
It feels good, man. It feels